celebrations and kind of the incentive to come back for one more year is playing out maybe the way that you would hope?
It's been very good. It's been very very gratifying just because we do have great added pieces to this year, and I think that's what we struggled with throughout the years that I've been here. But this year has also been fun, and I think that's the biggest thing. I have 2 games left, but it doesn't feel like it yet. It hasn't sat in yet, just because everything around these guys, and it's fun. We joke, we laugh, we practice hard, we play hard, and you can really feel the love between this team and the coaching staff. So I've had a blast this year, and I think this was the best decision for me. I couldn't be more thankful to have these guys around and be in the position that we're in now. Especially with it being my last year, we're making the best of it. All of these seniors are, and I think that's why this season has turned out to what it's turned out to be. Just because we all know what's at stake and we all play for each other. So this year has been a big blessing on my heart and on my life.
You mentioned going into the year how that off season felt different with additions of guys like this. How much, you kind of touched on it, but with these two in particular, how much have they done to provide leadership where you're not the only voice, and you have other guys that are kind of all the same mentality, steering the ship the right direction?
Exactly what you said. They add another voice. They add another perspective. They add another piece of the game to the game. And these guys hold me accountable, and they're great leaders. They know the game of basketball, but they're outstanding men as well. So I'm glad to call these guys my brother, just because I feel like we are like-minded in a way in how we approach things and how we want to get things done on the court. So yeah, I wouldn't want any other group of guys than these guys that I have here with me today.
Sam and Derrick, could you speak to what Emmanuel's meant, since he joined the team, but especially after the injury, to be as engaged as he's been and just be a leader through a difficult situation like that?
Yeah, it's something that's really admirable. I can't really imagine, being in that position and I guess having your last year of college basketball kind of taken from you and something that you can't control. But he hasn't let that affect him. Since day one, even before he had surgery, I was checking in on him, and he just knew that it's God's plan for him. And so just having that perspective has been really admirable, and talking about Emmanuel, but then, seeing how he's still being a leader on the floor. When I come off onto the bench, he's asking me what I'm seeing, he's telling me what he's seeing, and just like you said, the engagement during games is something that, I've loved. It's been awesome, and he has, a different, perspective. He can see the whole game now, and like I said, it's just been really, really admirable.
Man, what's this last stretch been like for you, seeing the young guys step up and kind of pick up the slack with you going down?
They were ready from the beginning. I thought, with Sam Griesel doing a lot of stuff for us, he's been a really good player this whole time. It's just he didn't have the opportunity to show it. And now to see that he was just, already ready because he kept himself ready. Jamarcus, same thing. He's just being a sponge, learning from me, Sam, and Derrick. And he's, willing to, listen. Same thing with Denham. Denham is just a hardworking guy, and he listens. He's ready to, go to work. So to see them guys just having the opportunity to show that, hard work pays off, the time that they put in the gym paying off, I'm just really proud of them. They kept their head down, and they were just let's work, and whenever it's time, our time is coming, it's coming. And it came earlier than everybody expected, and for them to step up and actually be ready, it's not luck, it's just them putting the work, and now it's showing. So I'm really proud of them. I'm really glad that it's coming along, and that we're able to scratch with other teams and get some wins.
Coach Whitberg had mentioned that you've never had a significant injury before what happened at Penn State. So what's the experience been like for you? Not only the injury itself, but just the last month or so.
Really new. To me it's weird because, there's a lot of, for me it's a lot of, I don't like what ifs, but to for me, it's like kind of crazy to have this, I don't have the chance anymore to play with those guys anymore. Like, maybe, I don't know if it would happen in professional level, but for now, this team is over. And for me, it's like, it's hurt so much to me to, like, not being able to, provide as much for the team. And, I was really proud to put that jersey on and play for the Eska Nation. And now it's, like, taken away from me. But at the same time, like, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I can't find ways to, like, make it as a, as a leader to, push the guys to do better and make make better decisions on the court or, like, stuff like that. And to me, it's, like, still a blessing because, after this injury, there's still life, there's still a lot of stuff that I can do. I'm still a student. I can get my degree in a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of blessings coming with this at the same time, even though it's like a crazy injury. But, at the same time, like, taking it positively, and I still, like, do a lot for the team. I try to, so.
It's really hard to go through something like that, and it's really easy to get into a dark place. How helpful have these two and the rest of the team been to keep your spirits lifted while you're going through something?
I mean, they've been great, actually. Like, for them, it's really funny to say. It's like I'm not really injured, really. To them, it's like I'm still eating. They're not taking me like differently. They still joke about, Derrick was just joking about my knee earlier. So, like, so it's like funny stuff like that. That's just like, keeping me, like, to a level where I'm just like, what, it's just an injury, it's just a little setback, and I'm coming back stronger. And with Sam, literally, like, he was talking to me pretty much almost every day after my surgery just to check in on me and stuff like that. And we were talking to me on the phone and stuff. And, the rest of the team, they were kind of hurt about it. And I was just like, what, we still got a lot of games coming. We still got a lot going on. So just don't worry about me right now. Y'all, we got something bigger going on. And for them to actually, like, kind of flip that page and be able to, like, focus on the real task and kind of, like, seeing them doing that, that's kind of keeping myself, like, it inspires me too. It inspires me to the point to, like, I'm like, what, doesn't matter what came our way, we still gonna fight, we still gonna find a way. And for them to do that, to show it, it's like giving me that, it's just inspiring me to, like, what, this is a little injury, I'll get over it as soon as I can. So, like, they've been great for that.
Can you characterize what your time as a Husker has meant to you playing alongside these guys for your time?
It was probably one of the best experiences I had, just playing with them, I mean, we didn't have the chance to play as much together because of, certain stuff happening. But at the same time, to be around them in practice, to be around them off the court, that's pretty much, like, the thing that's really been, like, most enjoyable, I will say, just to be at football games, chilling together or whatever, just be on the couch and just hang out and chill, whatever. That's something that I'll take with me forever, and it's been, great to have it as an experience. But, on the court, to play with Sam, to be able to, like, grow with him at the same time, play with Derrick and get on the same page at times, where it was kind of difficult to, like, the time is so short for us to, like, actually get better and actually, like, kind of be in sync together and all, and to go through that process and actually be positive about it and be happy and trying to find, like, solutions. It was just a great experience. It was just a great, situation for us. Even though it was hard, we kept finding ways to have fun with it, and, to have that kind of level of, for me, it's like being professionals, and those guys were being professional with it the whole time, and they were just, they made this experience so much fun, and I wouldn't exchange it for anything in the world. It was just great, and I'm still enjoying it right now. So.
And you talked a while back about how coming back here and being Husker has kind of been everything you expected for. What's that feeling like now that you've had this? That was back when you guys were struggling. Now you've had this recent success and stretch, and obviously big crowds and everything. How would you evaluate now having this under your belt as well?
Well, first off, I want to make it clear that we're not done. We still have games that, we believe we can win. We know we can win, and we're going to give ourselves the best shot that we can. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really have any words to describe it. It was something that I dreamed of, and I remember my dad brought this up about a month ago when I was like 10 years old or so, and I told him, or asked him, why Nebraska fans only care about football. and he said, well, that's just how it is. And I told him that's going to change when I get there. And so that's something that's kind of been brought back up, and it's just cool to hear the buzz around Nebraska basketball again. I've heard people say it reminds them of like the 2014 team, I think. But just to hear the buzz and people talking about it, and hopefully getting 2 more sellouts with these next 2 home games, it's been everything that I dreamed of. It's why I came back here. I just wanted to have an impact, and to do it with a group of guys like Derrick and Emmanuel. It's been unreal. It's been awesome.
Coach Hoiberg said that this late season turnaround doesn't happen without collectively you 3 guys making sure that the ship stayed on course. What was it like a month ago when you guys lost 6 to 7? Looked like this thing was going down the wrong path, and what did you guys do as a group and individually to keep this thing steady and have the turnaround that you?
One thing that kind of goes along with me talking about Emmanuel. I think it was after the Northwestern game at home. It was a tough one. Obviously we didn't play very well. We knew we could play a lot better than that. And post game in the locker room, Emmanuel talked to address the whole team, staff, everyone, and it got me pretty emotional. I honestly think that was a big turning point for our season. Just obviously he was out, and he delivered one of the greatest speeches that I've ever heard. I think it touched me. It touched a lot of our team, and like I said, I think it was a big turning point. It kind of just put everything in perspective for us, and obviously everyone knows how hard Emmanuel works and how hard he plays defensively, and I think it inspired especially some of the young guys that we asked to step up, and it just put everything in perspective for us. This game is a privilege to play, and we need to enjoy it when we're out there. So I think I just wanted to say that Emmanuel, that speech I think was a really big turning point for our season, and a big reason why we've been having success over the last few games.
Do you remember what you said?
Thanks, man.
Do you remember what you said?
Barely, in a way. I mean,
Do
you remember?
There's a lot. It was deep, but he just did a lot of reflecting on his life and our team, and everything can't be said, because it was very personal. He had the courage to get out in front of us and share those emotions with us, but it was powerful, just because at that point he was going through things, and he's never had an injury before, so you kind of can't tell someone how to deal with them. You kind of can't tell someone how to feel, and he let us know how he felt, and that hit a lot of people's hearts in that locker room. Just because everyone loves him, and he loves everyone back. So, and he knew what this team was capable of with him, and he knows what this team was capable of without him. And even though we can't have him on the court with us, he's still going to push us to play the best we can, and that's why he's such a great human. That's why he's such a great teammate, just because whether he can contribute or not physically, he's mentally going to push us, and he's verbally going to be there, and he's emotionally going to be there, and he's still going to give it his all. He's still going to give it all his heart. He's going to be on the bench, and he's going to correct guys. Emmanuel's a dog. He's going to snap at us when we messing up, and he's going to tell us, like, hey, yo, you got to pick it up, and y'all not getting it done right now, and because of that, he has a lot of respect from everyone on our team, even including the coaches. So, that after that game, it was very emotional, and we needed that, and we didn't know where it was going to come from, but it came from him, and I'm glad he stepped up and did that.
Sam, from an on-court perspective, what has Derrick's evolution of kind of ball handling going forward meant for you, and taking pressure off of you and kind of balancing out the offense even more?
I think everyone kind of knows the story of how that came to be in Florida. Just threw it together in a hotel room, but obviously for me personally, like you said, it takes some pressure off, and I mean, he makes plays for literally everyone on the floor offensively and has our back defensively. So, you know, when we can throw the ball to him at the top of the key, we know if we screen and we cut hard, he's going to find us. And I think that's why, you know, offensively we've been having a lot of success lately. Obviously, Keisei is getting a lot of attention, the Japanese Steph Curry. But, yeah, it's just when we give the ball to him, we have confidence that, you know, he's going to find us. And obviously he's one of the best passing big men in the whole country. So he's fun to play with.
Derrick, you know, teams here that weren't like this, that didn't have this kind of leadership, and things went south pretty bad.
Yeah.
You know, one of the goals that you guys talked about this offseason was changing the culture of Nebraska basketball. I know there's still a lot of work left to be done for you guys, but based off what you've been able to accomplish from day one of the offseason to now, how do you feel you've gone about accomplishing that goal?
Not only me, but everyone on the team, I think we've handled it like business. In the sense of just making sure we can do what we can do to make things right. You know, we're a group of guys that haven't really played with each other, but you know, we know how to play basketball, and we know how to be good people, and we know how to, you know, communicate and talk to each other and love each other and be there for each other. And I think because of that is why we're having the success we're having now, just because it's a bunch of guys that's selfless. It's a bunch of guys that feed off each other. It's a bunch of guys that loves to learn. And we're good at adjusting. You know, every day we're hit with adversity. Every game we're hit with it. But because we have that bond, that teammate, that chemistry, we push through it, you know. And, you know, it's a blessing having Griesel as my point guard, you know. I give Sam a lot of crap sometimes just because of my emotions go rampant sometimes, but he knows me as a person. He knows I'm not like trying to hurt him or anything. That's just sometimes I get like that, and he puts up with it. And I tell him something, and I always gotta tell him like, yo, thank you for putting up with me, you know, because I can be a lot, you know. And I just think that's the team that we have. Is just that we've learned each other, and you know, no matter what, we love each other. You know, angry, sad, happy, like we're always there for each other. And you know, I don't know. I love this team, and I don't know. It's just a great team. It's just a great year. I think my time here is being paid off with this year, and the group of guys that we have. Because also, although I might do a lot, you know, these guys do a lot. You know, these guys give me the ball. These guys feed me the confidence to handle the ball and make a play with the ball. So, you know, without these guys believing in me, I don't know if I ever would have believed in myself. So I give a lot of credit to my teammates, especially these two, because these older guys, they've pushed me to be the best I can, you know, and I do the same for them. So I don't know what to say. These guys are amazing.
As a follow-up to that, you two were at Media Days, which feels like a million years ago now. We're so excited to play with each other. Is it, you're smiling. What is, as y'all have played all of these games together and spent so much time together off the floor too, how has your relationship built from that to now?
Honestly, me and Sam had a good relationship since his visit. I feel like that day that we just clicked, and we knew it was gonna be something special, you know. Just because he's just like me. He's selfless. He's willing to do whatever it is to win. He's willing to give up his body. He's willing to play for others. He's willing to make plays for others. He's really unselfish, you know. So because we're both the same, I think it makes it easier for us to not have to worry about each other, and we can do what we have to do while also, you know, leading the team and leading those young guys, and just filling different roles at different times, and also stepping up to the challenge whenever we need to. Would you like to piggyback off of that?
Yeah, I think, well, the first time I remember we had dinner at Coach Hoiberg's on my visit, and I asked Derrick, what are you, like 21, 22? He's like, no, I'm 24. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. I thought I was old. So that's how our relationship, you know, got off to a good start, I guess. But I feel like we grow in our relationship every single game. I think with where our team is now and obviously the adversity that we've been through, me and Derrick need to be on the same page every single game. And we work at that. And, yeah, sometimes I get yelled at or cold shoulder, but, I'm used to it at this point. So I move on, and it is what it is. But, after the game, he apologizes, so I appreciate that. But we just understand each other. Obviously, the first time that might have happened to me, I might have been like, all right, that's not very cool. But at this point, we understand each other. And like I said, when we're on the same page. I think that kind of feeds off to some of our younger guys and other players, and because obviously they kind of look to us on the floor as the leaders. So we always need to be on the same page, and we plan to be on the same page for the rest of the year.
One thing I want to add to that, I forgot which game it was, but we were playing, and like after the game, it felt like me and Sam had barely said anything to each other. Not in a bad way. It's just that we're both older and we both know how to play the game, and we both know what we need to do and all that. So I feel like me and him don't worry about each other as much as we worry about everyone else. And after the game, I remember walking up to him. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? We ain't talked all day. Like, what's going on?" like I don't know. It's just funny, We're both. It's just we match well together. He got the shoulders,
No, it's
I'm kind of big, so it's perfect.
Emmanuel, you're laughing up a storm over there. How have you seen them evolve in their relationship?
I mean, for real, it's really funny because those two, it just looked like they were like lost friends, really. Like they met each other, and it was just like when I first got there, I was like, you know what? It just seems like they're just matching each other really well for some reason. I just came in, I'm like, sheesh, I got some catching up to do. Like they already like this, and I'm like, I barely know Derrick. I gotta get to know him. Then Sam, I'm like, I didn't even play with him, whatever. I'm like, whoa, it's gonna be really hard. And then I'm seeing them two match. I'm like, I'm jealous. I'm like, I'm literally jealous. I'm like, sheesh. And but literally, it was just like meant to be for them. It was just like, they match each other so well on the court, off the court. Sam is like the super calm guy. You see Derrick like just bursting out of nowhere sometimes, and we're like, well, Sam is just like, oh, it's fine, he's gonna be all right. And it's just funny to see them like, being able to like, they kind of like supplement each other in a way. Sam is just like, bringing him down a way, and at the same time, Derrick knows they can like come to Sam and be like, hey, let's go. We gotta get it going right now. We gotta be more aggressive. We gotta do this and that. And it's just, to see them actually like, it's sometimes it's really hard to be a listener and take something and actually like put it like, apply it right away. And Sam is doing it all the time. And whenever Sam is talking to Derrick is doing it all the time. He's applying it, and to see it happens like in the heat of the game, and see like it's about business. Let's make it happen. I don't care what's going on with myself right now. I don't care what's going on the like scoreboard. If we up, down, whatever is going on, I'm listening to you, and I respect you enough to like, I take the criticism and actually I will apply it. And to see, those two doing it for a while now and doing it consistently, it's just, it shows like, it doesn't look like it because it's like maybe a small exchange, like a short exchange, but us, we see it because we're on the court and we're like, okay, they're really in sync. They're really on the same page for real. It's nothing like, it's not a flinch or whatever. They're actually like, they worked on that, and now it's paying off, especially at this point right now, which is a crucial point in the season. So it's just been great to see it. It's just been great to see that it's working now. That's they got a good stretch going. So yeah, there's just been like, this is the day one. I'm still jealous, but it's fine. I love them.
We added you to the trio. You were a part of the trio. It was me, you, and Sam.
All right, thanks everyone.